Yeah. 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 So many lies that you hear from the net, they don't get her respect. She reporting the truth, not a check. You want an unbiased opinion straight from the chest, not a bit accomplice or someone here for a check. Tune in, these are thoughts from a lawyer on a mission who goes so hard it's like she works on commission. Trolls in the comments might say she tripping cause they lack the knowledge, they don't know they missing. Got a couple current events that you like, wanna know about law from the eyes. Tired of all these blogs running lies because their agendas are disguised. Tune in to the intellect, cause I'm sure y'all missing all the facts of the case that she steady is gifting. Someone here for the people, man, it's so uplifting. If you ain't subscribed yet, then you just omitting facts.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I got my logo on. Branding my own stuff. Let's see. I am Pam Esquire, also known as Your Law Intellect. Thank you so much for coming here on this Sunday. I appreciate you. I really, really do. I have been fighting on this here internet all week. I don't know what is going on with people. I think it may be the ESQ at the end that people are like, oh, she likes to argue all of the time about every little thing, which it is not true. I like to argue because I get paid per hour and I advocate. There's a difference, and there's actually a science to this thing. You know, I don't just wake up and I just want to argue with people. I just really don't. However, I don't know what it is. I have literally been going back and forth with people. So let's start out first. This is my intro. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. But you know, I got to start out with my little rant in the beginning while you guys come in and have your seat before we get to the topic of this show. So, as you guys know, I go into courts, and I've been into several courts, and I also have a videographer that records. Well, when people saw my video, and again, I'm going to chalk it up to maybe they're new here, I started getting these nasty, nasty comments like, if you didn't take this video, you should be giving people their credit for this video. I'm like, what? Then it was, you weren't in court. The other attorney was actually in court, and she's the one that put this video out. I'm like, what are you even talking about right now? First and foremost, sirs and ma'ams, that was my video. If you looked at it closely, I would surmise that there's different angles and different views, and it probably looks different. But there are more than one way, more than one person that can video record a court hearing. When I go in for Ernest Williams, there are about 4 cameras in that piece, including the news. We all have our own video, and we all own our own video. That's just first of all. I don't understand why people are just doing the most over here on YouTube. I don't bother anybody. I just bring the content. That's it. Then I messed around, y'all, and I made a comment. Let me show you guys this. This is how I started too. Earlier this week, I messed around and I made a comment on this here post, right? So it says, meet the woman who wrote The Matrix and the Terminator. I don't know if you guys saw this on Instagram. So this is what they said. So they said, Mother Sophia Stewart, creator and owner of The Matrix and the Terminator movies and franchises. She is also official copyright owner of all derivative films as ruled by Utah judges in 2014. According to court documents, Stewart says she gave her original 6-page treatment to 20th Century Fox in 1981, but did not get any acknowledgement of their receiving it until 1985 when it was rejected. Years later, in 1999, when the first Matrix film was released, Stewart recognized that her work had been appropriated by the Wachowski brothers, and she filed a lawsuit for copyright infringement against them. Warner Brothers, Joel Silver, Village Roadshow Entertainment, James Cameron, Gale Ann Hurd, and the Terminators franchise. On September 25th, 2014, with the help of the FBI, I won my copyright case, and it has the case number on there, right? Against the defendants, Gail Ann Hurd, James Cameron, the Wakawikas, Warner Brothers, Paramount Pictures, et al., for the theft of my book and script, The Third Eye, which were proven to have become the Matrix and the Terminator movies. As a result of all the evidence, the judge ruled that both franchises belong to me as the sole copyright owner. The Utah courtroom was full of media journalists, but no media reported this win. Okay. So y'all know me, they put the case number in here. So I don't just believe what people say. I root for Black people. You know, look, I say I root for Black people and Black women. And I do believe that oftentimes, as a person that has done entertainment, I do believe that some of these big entities such as Lion Gates or who else, I do believe, in my opinion, that people have come in with transcripts and they tweak it a little bit and then they say it's theirs. I do believe that. That's my opinion. I think that's what Nikki Gilbert from Brownstone is going through right now with her stuff with P Valley. I believe that happens. Okay. Copyright cases are just difficult to win. So I looked the case up. I ain't just look at what they said. I just looked the case up. That's all I said. So I looked the case up. And I found out that the case number she put on there wasn't even against any of these people. It was actually against the lawyer who represented her in California against all of these people, because the lawyer, according to her, made her lose her case in California against all these big Hollywood entities. So I look the case up, and I look at the California case and I look at the one in Utah. Now I'm just going by the caption. So as you guys see, I said, actually, she lost the case in the Central District of California and was ordered to pay attorney fees. She then sued her lawyers in Utah for legal malpractice for messing up her case. One of the lawyers failed to respond and got a default judgment, but the other lawyer won. So I'm confused at this caption. That's all I said. That's all I said. And I'm not negating, because let's listen to what the lady said, though. Okay. Because when I listened to what she said, that's what intrigued me to go look. But I don't just believe what people put on Instagram or wherever. And if you put a case number, it's easily verifiable. That's all I'm saying, right? Especially in federal court, it's easily verifiable. So they were like coming for me all week long. You think you so smart because you an attorney. You don't even know what you talking about. I'm like, and then my question would be, did you read the case? Like, you saying all this stuff, but ma'ams and sirs, did you read the case? That's what my question is. So the first comment, let me go down here. So the first comment was, so one person agreed with me, said, right, she owns nothing. That's an entire lie. So she was like, I'm like, I literally read both cases. The case number and the caption is the one against the attorney. It's not even against the production studios. Very easily to fact check. So then somebody says, Pam Esquire, ma'am, she went up against a satanic system. She is married to a UFC fighter, lives in a mansion, and those of us who really know her know what's up. She owns the copyright, meaning any movie that comes out, they have to go through, and she did win a Grammy, and I have pictures of that. Okay. So I said, like I said, the court docs speak for itself. You are entitled to believe what you want to believe. Like, I ain't trying to argue with you, ma'am. I'm just saying sometimes you might want to fact check stuff before y'all be out here amening and all of that stuff. That does not negate the fact that I do believe that some people get done wrong when it comes to their manuscript. So you have to be very, very careful. So then somebody says, you're confused because you don't want to accept that she is the mind behind these franchises, but .esq makes you believe you understand the Hollywood process of lawsuits for creative pursuits. Maybe coming to Hollywood and get a taste of creativity. She won. She wrote. She submitted the idea. Next. I said, ma'am, ma'am, give me your authority. Y'all know how I am over here. Give me your authority. I looked the case number that is in the caption. You can look it up and it tells you what it is and what happened, and it was against her attorneys. I'm just telling y'all what the case says. In Utah, it's a federal case. You can look it up. Anybody could go look it up. I implore everyone to go look it up. So then I said, you're in denial because the court case says otherwise. She may have written it, but it wasn't determined by the court of law. So argue with yourself. Like, you're entitled to believe everything this lady said. It might totally be true, and it may be her attorneys dropped the ball or whatever it is. She said, nah, I argue with law graduates who never landed a law gig. So I guess that was me. I'm a law graduate that never landed a gig. It sucks to know the law by book, but never having practiced. Mother. I said, what? It's not too late for you to finish law school. I said, it's not too late for me to finish law school. I said, what? I believe in you. Unfortunately, that black woman succeeded, so don't hate on your sis. Go find your success. We believe in you. I said, you talking about the top lawyer? You talking about this girl right here, top lawyer in Michigan? You talking about her? Oh. You talking about the super lawyer over here? Is that? That's what you. I said, oh, okay. All right. She told me. I said, what? So then some random chick, she my new homegirl, because she was out here being my co-counsel. She said, are you saying that she won because she just said she did? You seen the proof, or are you just taking what she's saying at face value? Babe, this thing went on all week. Okay, this was five days ago, and these conversations went back and forth all week. So then she says, I think you, as well as a lot of black people commenting who have never seen the inside of a studio in this town or around the industry or at Universal for film TV, are lost, bitter, and bored. Speaking on creators in the process for copyright issues and how we are taught to deal with it, I think it's best you have a small chat with someone at your level of ignorance to creative writing and the filmmaking process. Like, what? I am so concerned at this generation. I started really be concerning that literally people can put whatever they want out there and y'all just gonna believe whatever they say. Because it sounded really good. Let me put this lady so we can hear what the lady said. I was intrigued. I just don't believe everything I say. And based on this, I'm glad that I don't. Because, honey, let's see.
Trouble. It's the second coming of the Christ.
So she's explaining what the Matrix is supposed to
kill her, terminate her.
Like a Christian type based thing. I mean, it sounds plausible. It really, really does. But I just looked at the case. I'm not saying if the lady really did write it or none of that. I'm just saying a court of law ain't decided. Then people started telling me perhaps it's under seal. I'm like, did you read the caption? The caption gave a whole case number, and now you're giving an excuse and saying that it was under seal. It's not under seal. I literally pulled the document, ma'ams and sirs. I'm like, what are you even talking about right now? Perhaps it's under seal. I said, listen, if I see why she lost, if she was coming up with all these arguments like what y'all saying, then I see why you guys have really let me know why this lady did not win. Because, honey, it's not what you say, it's what you can prove. That's how court works. And copyright is very difficult, especially in California. They are very pro these studios, and it's very, very hard to show substantial similarities. You have to have an expert to say that, but that's a whole nother conversation because apparently I don't know nothing about copyright, according to this person. But let's see what the lady had to say.
The evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man. See, it's a man versus the machine. It's God's children versus man's children, which was technology.
So man versus nature.
Exactly. So the Terminator has the time travel to the past because they know it's Sarah Connor.
How did you come up with the Terminator? Take us there and the Matrix.
It was a script in a book. The Terminator is the prequels to or the beginning of the Matrix. Sarah Connor is actually Neo's mother. So JC, John Connor's Jesus Christ, grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix. The Matrix is in the future. The Terminator is the past. It's time travel, past, present, and future time travel. It's the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man. See, it's a man versus the machine. It's God's children versus man's children, which was technology.
So man versus nature.
Exactly. So the Terminator has the time travel to the past because they know it's Sarah Connor.
How did you come up with the Terminator?
So she won't have the baby. And Kyle Reese, he comes from the future to protect her, and he inadvertently gets her pregnant. And he has to go back to the future. And so it's the Immaculate Conception, because now she's pregnant and she fell in love with a man, but did it really happen? Did he exist? And then this child, when you see the three Terminators, the boy, and then the man child, subconsciously, he doesn't know why the Terminator is trying to kill him until he's hidden out in the city, in the Matrix, the future. When he reaches 30 years of age, the rebellion, the Reloaded, revolution starts. And the rebels come and they find him because they've been watching him all along. That's what the Guardians and the Sentinels are all about. And so they wake him up to his purpose. They take him to Morpheus to train him to fight the machines. And they have to the Oracle because of the prophecy. So this is the whole epic story. It's an epic. It reminded me of Muhammad Ali. He was a very, very great friend of mine. And the Neo character is actually created from him being a Black superhero for us, a living one at that time.
Well, what is it for the government is afraid of you? I'd be afraid of you.
Well, there's no need to be afraid of me because I only stand for principles.
But what you know and the knowledge you share and what you have insights to can be very dangerous to some people.
Yes, but my job is to come here and waken people. That's what the Matrix is about, to wake you up from the Matrix, to get you out of the illusions and the lies and the ignorance. So it's not dangerous for me because that's my job. That's what I came here to do. That's why
all I'm saying is this lady might be 100% right. Okay, whatever she's talking about. Okay. She may be right. All I did was look at the caption. That was it. That's all your girl did. I said, case number 2. What is it? Case number 2. Let me look this up right now. Because let me see. All I said was, all I did was look the case up. That was it. I don't know if I even saved these documents because I literally just looked at it because I just wanted to see for myself. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Maybe she's a case that actually won. And I think when people win these copyrights as an attorney, I like to keep them in the archive because it doesn't happen very often. People come to me a lot. I don't do much copyright stuff at all, and I've never had to litigate it. But I've seen several cases. You know, usually when people come to me with copyright, I've been able to deal with it outside of going to court. But I'm gonna put, let me see. Because these people, it was 207 dash CV00552 CV dash 00. It was closed in 2014. Now, mind you, they said that she had one, right? This was, I want y'all to see who this lady sued. Okay, because I ain't got no reason to lie. We ain't got to lie to kick it. Let me see. Stop this sharing. I know y'all like it. Look at these names. Now, literally, this is the case number, right? This is in Utah. It has Sophia Stewart versus Michael Stoller, Jonathan Ludell, Dean Webb, Gary Brown, and John Doe. Let's see what they were suing them over. Stewart is the well-known screenwriter, composer, editor of science fiction, scripts, projects, motions, pictures, films, motion pictures, review, commentaries, all of that. She says she finished the literary and artistic work consisting of a 6-page screen treatment entitled Third Eye. So it talks about all of that. I'm going to go down to the causes of action. She filed her stuff pro se. Let's start with that. Stewart filed a pro se complaint and sought damages for copyright infringement, debt relief, and violation of racketeering, influencing, and corrupt. So she filed and said it was a RICO. She alleged during the lawsuit that during the winter of 83, she received phone calls. She goes through all of this stuff. Now, all of this stuff is the information that happens in the California. So this is what she's saying. Let me go down here to this. So she puts a lot of the information that she put in this California lawsuit against all of these on or about July 26 of 2004, the defendants in the copyright infringement action filed a motion to dismiss and strike paragraphs of Stewart's first amended complaint. The court set a hearing on the motion for August 23, 2004. On August 4th, the court in the copyright infringement action issued an order setting the case to a scheduling conference. On September 27th, the court in the copyright infringement action denied the defendant's motion to dismiss, but granted their motion regarding the RICO claim with leave for Stewart to file an amended complaint. So by this time, she did end up getting lawyers. So it sounded like she started pro se and then she got lawyers. So now she's talking about all the lawyers, and I guess they didn't. On January 25th, the defendants in the copyright infringement served a notice of deposition setting for Stewart's deposition. She was also scheduled to produce documents, and she alleging that her attorneys did not disclose any documents on her behalf. So they basically weren't doing stuff in the case according to her. She goes through all of this. I'm trying to get down here too. She talk about all this stuff about her lawyers and the discovery and all the stuff that happened in the case and all of that. So then it says, oh Lord, y'all see how long this is? On Stewart's attorney, so on Judge there was a motion for summary judgment to June 13, 2005. Apparently her attorneys didn't even file an opposition to the motion. On June 13, 2005, Judge Morrow issued her order granting the Matrix defendants and the Terminators defendants motion for summary judgment. That means they won. In her ruling, Judge Morrow started by stating virtually every fact in the action is disputed. The primary issue was whether defendant had access to Stewart's work and whether her works were substantially or strikingly similar to the Matrix and Terminator trilogy. Judge Morrow noted that Fox had access to Stewart's protected works in the 1980s when she sent a copy to the vice president. But her attorneys never deposed the vice president at Creative Affairs. So basically they won, right? And she's blaming the attorneys as to why the Terminator defendants won. So she sued them for breach of contract. She sued them for breach of covenant of good faith and fair dealing. She sued them for malpractice. And she sued them for civil conspiracy, for fraud, breach of fiduciary duty, conversion, and she was seeking like $150 million because she lost. This is the Utah case that they put in the caption. So that's all I'm going by is what the caption said on this page. That was it. So what ended up happening is a slew of attorneys, I guess, that she sued. All of them except one filed a motion to dismiss, and they won their motion to dismiss this lawsuit. But there was only one person who failed to respond. And when that person failed to respond to the lawsuit, he lost by default. And I think the court awarded her $300 and something thousand or something because he lost by default. But in the California case, she had to pay attorney fees for filing that lawsuit in the same amount of like $300 and something thousand. So it was a wash. And the case concluded in 2000. Let me see. 2000 and when this case concluded? It concluded in 2014. So I'm not really understanding. I was just like, just go to the website and read it for yourself. But that was going off on me. But anyway, that is my rant for the day. I need y'all to leave me alone. I do come with receipts. And that's that. Glenn Ellis said, I love you back. What is 504 already over here? She sent a copy that didn't have a copyright. Probably this is why a lot of my work has remained unpublished. People will change a few words. Yes, Victor Vale. That is what they do. I don't know. I'm going to probably go over once I really get into it because it's on appeal. But Nikki Gilbert, she had a play of which was, in my opinion, a lot of the stuff seems similar to P-Valley. She submitted. It was no dispute that she didn't sit down with those people. For those of you that don't know who Nikki Gilbert is, she is the part of Brownstone, the group from back in the day. So, and she was in R&B Divas, and she's the creator of that. But she did the same thing. She went up against them. She had an expert, and the judge that's saying it was similar, and the judge struck the expert and said the expert wasn't qualified to say what similarities were. And she lost the case. And she literally, the judge ordered that she has to pay these big corporations like Lionsgate $600,000. $600,000 in attorney fees because she went up against them. So now she's in appeal. I think she told me in October she has a hearing or whatever because she did appeal it. But it's very, very hard because showing substantial similarities is difficult because you got to look at it with, for instance, Nikki Gilbert, hers was based off of a play. That's a two-hour situation. With P-Valley, it was a series and you have a larger budget. So if you take a premise off of somebody, if you take a premise, I'm just speaking generally, if you take the premise of somebody's idea, of course you're going to expand it. And it's called a derivative work when you expand it and add to it. However, if it gets tweaked enough, it'll look like you didn't even get the idea at all from the person. And that's what people go through with copyright. So I wasn't like challenging this woman because I just don't believe this happens, because I've seen it happen. And in my opinion, I believe that it's happened again. But literally in the state of California, there's been about 45 cases, and they've all been for the big corporations. People have not won copyright infringements in California. So like even with Nikki Gilbert, she originally filed it in Georgia and they removed it to California. And it probably was because they know, that California is pro for the bit. They call Hollywood. I mean, my gosh, that's what they do. That's where all the celebrities live. That's all I'm saying. And again, I'm not trying to like negate that. I am definitely not trying to say it does not happen, but that just wasn't the crux of the conversation. That's what was like frustrating me, because it was like, okay, this is what they said in the caption. I looked it up and that ain't what happened. So now everybody's coming with excuses. It's under seal. You can't see it. Well, if it's under seal, then why didn't they not put it? They should have put, we can't access the case because it's under seal. And usually when you do stuff under seal, you literally go on the docket and it'll say it's a complaint. It's just under seal and I can't click on it. There are certain things under like Nikki Gilbert's case that's under seal and I click on it and it ain't going to give me the document. It's not public record. That's what under seal means. Like, you have to request the court for it and have a valid reason, because generally things should not be under seal. It should be allowed for the public. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, Diamond Pearl said, wow, so copyright your work before you give it to anyone. Absolutely. And Nikki had hers copyrighted for years before you give it to anyone, send it, register, return receipt, or FedEx where you have to sign. I wouldn't even send it to them. I would, unless I got a face-to-face meeting, I wouldn't even do it. And I probably would record it. I probably had a little glasses on. Be having a little recording over there. I'll be like, it's great meeting you, Miss CEO. And it'll be because it's a little camera up here. My name is Pamela Esquire, and I have an idea for the law intellects. And I just wanted to present this manuscript. What do you think about it? And it'll show me handing it to you and all of that. That's how I would be, because you can't trust it. Like, how you don't have money to fight these people with endless. Most people that's submitting this type of stuff, they don't have the money in order to be fighting these big giants. So that's why I said I am definitely not negating. I know people, know how Hollywood works. You don't even know. I'm just saying, don't put false information out here. I said it's misinformation and I'm trying to correct you. That's it. Okay. You said Dennis Byron glasses. 504, honey. Speaking of that, we are here today to talk about Ernest Williams. And the reason why this Dennis Byron glasses comment is interesting is because when me and Dennis were in court, the last time we were in court, when we were still, cool, and he was doing that video recording, and the judge, the attorney for Ernest, Hannah, when she was objecting to our Rule 22, to his Rule 22, I should say. It wasn't I didn't have my name on it. But she was objecting to his Rule 22. When Dennis got up to talk, she asked him about his glasses. She was like, he got up like, yes, Your Honor, before we start, there's an objection to the Rule 22. I would like to talk about my Rule 22. She was like, is there a reason why you have sunglasses in this courtroom? He was like, yes, Your Honor, these are prescription. These are prescription. So, yeah. But anyways, during that hearing, when Dennis was arguing it, it was very interesting because Dennis, the reason why the judge did not, because she was prepared to not allow him to record. But then it was the interview that he had done. I don't think he mentioned Tasha K, because this was early on, remember? So I don't think he mentioned Tasha K, but he did mention by this time, infamous Sylvia had been going over to see him. So he did mention that he's meeting with bloggers. So how are you saying you don't want us to record, but you're meeting with bloggers and you allow her to put the video out? So the judge was like, how do you avail? It sounds like your client has availed himself. So why are you, why is he upset about this? So Miss Rondon Hannah, who was the attorney, said, well, Your Honor, he has done it in the past, but he's not going to do it again. Well, we all know that even though in that transcript, I'm sure if the state pulled it where he said he would not do it again, because I'm going to surmise that that's going to be one of the arguments that is going to be had on that day, on the day on September 16th, when the gag order request that Ernest Williams has requested for he doesn't want the attorneys to talk, the media to talk. He don't want anybody to be able to talk about this case until it's completed. I'm going to predict. Well, they probably look. I know they look at my videos, so now they're not going to do it. But it probably would be the same argument, but for me saying this right now. They probably will say, oh, he won't do this in the future. But literally, if the state pulled the transcript from when they objected to it before, they said he would never do it again. And he actually did do an actual interview again. So let's get into this. It's Sunday. We're just, chit-chatting if you just got in here. So you haven't missed anything. It's over 1,000 of you. Make sure you hit the like. Okay, so what had happened was on my last video, I discussed the response from the state of Georgia to Ernest Williams' request that we just stop talking. He don't want us to say nothing. He doesn't want us to talk about this case until the end. He also he was a bit upset because DA Wooten had actually done a little mini interview or made a statement with the news along with Madam DA Fani Willis. So after that, he decided that he wanted to shut us all up. Okay. Dennis Byron responded immediately and said, he talked about the unconstitutionality of that request because it's a prior restraint and we have a First Amendment right. You cannot try to prevent us from something in the future. You have to wait till we say what we say, then try to say, oh, that was defamation or whatever you're trying to say. But you can't stop us from talking like it's we're going to do some type of pre-suggestion for them to stop talking. That's not how this thing works, or it's unconstitutional. So he filed, and this was probably 2 or 3 months ago. Well, last week, we went over the fact that the state did respond to that request. And, we went over it, and a lot of the stuff also mentioned Williams' prior interviews that he's done over there with IS. Yes, it is the same IS that got her issues over there with the YSL trial, where the judge just admonished her and basically asked her, are you the media? Are you the media? I don't know. She didn't really know how to respond. We are considered media. Not necessarily journalists, but there is case law to show that they do have non-traditional media because we do present, information. And that is what the Rule 22 is for. It's for media. So if you don't think you're media, you probably shouldn't be filling out a Rule 22, but that's just a suggestion. Nonetheless, she made ink. That's what we call it. Like, that's what we say. Like, when our cases and stuff make like the newspaper, people will call me like, girl, I seen you in the paper. You made ink. Well, some of these people are making ink in these pleadings. And IS is one of them. Well, Wooten said, one more thing. I forgot one thing, Judge. I forgot one thing. There's been some more interviews here, and I want to discuss them. And then he attached a transcript. So he filed a supplemental exhibit to the state's response in opposition to the defendant's motion for imposition of a gag order. And this is what DA Wooten said. He said, comes now the state of Georgia bound through the undersigned counsel and submits the notice of filing a supplemental exhibit to state's response in opposition to defendant's motion for imposition of a gag order. In its initial response, the state referred to a video recorded interview given by the defendant to YouTube blogger Sylvia Tumasimi, also known as Infamous Sylvia, on or about April 26, 2024. In that interview, the defendant discussed the facts of both this case and other cases pending against him, knowing that the interview would be published to YouTube. In addition to the interview on or about April 19th, 2024, the defendant gave another interview to an online personality, Latasha Kebe. In honor of Latasha Kebe, we have the wine glass. Professionally known as Tasha K. Again, discussing the facts of both this case and other cases pending against him, and again knowing that the interview would be published to YouTube. Tasha K. Explosive. Steve Harvey's co-host, Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto's alleged mistress, tells all. YouTube, April 19, 2024. That's what she said. That's what she said. And then it has the YouTube link, so if the court wants to go check it out on their own. During Kebe's interview of another subject, Sonia Durham, self-described into interview as the defendant's friend. She self-described herself as the defendant's friend. That's what she said. Even though we know the title said, alleged mistress tells all. The defendant placed a telephone call to Durham from the Cobb County Jail for the purpose of being interviewed by Kebe. I wonder if Sonia still feel like Pam's just messy. First, she said she's not one of those messy ones. She's for the most part, she's pretty neutral. That's what she was saying on her platform. I was like, okay, But then when she got on the phone, she's like, or on the text, she's put, do not on our go on Pam Esquire. She's messy. Then we seen a video where Ernest was like, who is that lawyer from Detroit? I heard she be talking reckless. No, I said you shouldn't be on here talking to anybody about your case. If you talk about it, I'm going to talk about it, because that means you don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. But at least in the beginning, I did say, perhaps you might want to just be quiet. This is not to be like, well, I got to get my story out. Why? We are not your jury. Because if they voir dire, can't even talk. If they voir dire this jury pool, and they're going to ask about these YouTube streets. And if you watch any of us, they're going to say, madam, sir, do you watch Pam Esquire, the Law Intellect? Do you watch Bougie? Do you watch Nyla? Have you watched phone calls from prison? Have you watched any of those phone calls or those video calls? If any of them say yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to do. The judge is going to say, counsel, she's going to say, thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to thank and excuse juror number 1, 5, 2, and 3. Okay? If any of them say that, thank you, Your Honor. I would like to thank and excuse. Just be quiet. We can't help you. It's nothing that we can do. So you got some bad advice from your homegirl. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hello. That's all I'm saying. That's it. You said they're going to say, are you a girl, la? They're going to be like, ma'am, sir, have you put any blue hearts in the chat lately? What about the scales of justice? Have you done the nail emoji? And they're going to click it on there. What about the nail emoji? Have you done that? Like, come on. They're going to ask those questions. So you don't have to be, maybe as soon as the judge says, counsel, thank you, Your Honor, I'd like to thank and excuse. They probably going to say that so fast. Al said, Fulton County is a large place. So I don't, everybody is not on these YouTube streets. And like Wooten was saying in his we on YouTube are covering it way more than like the news did what about 2 different segments. That was it. They haven't even really covered it like that. So 504 say, have you been to the 504 wall? So if any of y'all think you about to be on the jury, you not. You're not at all. Thank you, Faith Speaks Life, for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that. Bossy Lifestyle said, hey, Pammy Pam. Hey, girl. Shana Boy said, you're doing great. I appreciate that. Sherman, thank you so much for being a member. We're going to keep you on the jury, okay? Your new membership has solidified your jury spot. We are not going to thank and excuse you. We want you here with us. Thank you so much. Mom the Boss said, Pam, tell it like it T.I. is. I try. I just try to come with the receipts. I'm rooting for my sisters, but I mean, goodness. Pam, you are the best. Love your content. Thank you so much. Miss J said, a Sunday treat. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get into this because there's a transcript. So what DA Wooten did was he did his spiel, and then he attached the transcript as Exhibit B. And he has a transcript of Latasha Keeby and Sonia Durham and Ernest Williams, aka Nesto, as the speaker. You have a collect call from Nesto. They are the ones that are a part of this here thingy conversation. Okay. Let's get into it. Hey, Stacy, the first twin. Good to see you, sis. Thank you, Aries one. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Does anybody have a birthday? If you have a birthday, happy birthday to you. If you have a birthday this week, please let me know in this chat. I'd like to shout you out. Are you Pam is about to cut up in this here transcript. Y'all ready? Starts out with Keeby. You good? When she started out with that, I was like, oh, let's put on the glasses. She's shady. You good? Hold on. I think you got to turn that phone off now because we about to get into some shit. That's Tasha. Then Sonia said, oh, wait a minute. That's Nesto calling me. That's Nesto calling you. Okay, go ahead and answer. Go ahead and answer. Said, no. Go ahead. Keeby said, no, I want to talk to Nesto. Let's say hi. Does he know you're doing this interview? Yeah, he does. I want to say hi. He'll call right back. Okay, so he gonna call right back? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Now she also noted that Ernesto was cheating on her with a woman he ended up impregnating. Strawberry claimed that she learned about this after hiring a private investigator to look into his actions. Now, Shirley Strawberry went on to apologize for her statements on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Okay? Now, she went on to apologize to Marjorie Harvey as well and said that she was not trying to add to what you have going on right now, okay? Now, this is just a story that we got based off of some prison calls and some charges that were filed. Now you are obviously in contact with Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto. Now I gotta turn around a couple of times. Sonia said, correct. And he is your friend. Now how old are you? Oh, I'm 55. Okay, so I do know the terminology. That women of age use if we're not married. That's my friend. Now I heard some of the calls. Sonya said, if I was messing with him, I'd say that's somebody I'm messing with. If I was messing with him, I'd say that's something I'm messing with. Then the phone rings. Ring, ring, ring. Is that him right there? Yeah, yeah. You think he'll talk to me? He'll say whatever. He'll say whatever. This is a prepaid call from the girl. Put it up to the mic. Put it up to the mic. Nesto, an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $6.81. That's about 20 minutes. Yeah. This call is from a correctional facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Telink. Hello. Hey, I'm inside the interview right now. It started like 5 minutes ago. Here go Tasha. Ask Nesto if he wouldn't mind saying hi to the. Tasha said, "Can you say hi to her? How you doing today?" Tasha said, "Let me see. Ernesto, it's Tasha K. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Tasha K? I'm fabulous. I have your friend here, and of course, we flew her in because there have been so many different reports. And why not go to the actual source of these, of the reports of what the reports are about? You understand what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Yeah, and so we're just here to clear up some things. I'm not here to attack her. I don't have a dog in this fight. When Tasha K says she ain't got a dog in this fight, Steve Harvey don't like me. So, but I'm here to ask you, because they labeled her as Erica King, and she said that's not her. Sonia said it was the mistress, not Erica King. It was the mistress, not Erica King. Oh, okay. Nesto said, okay. Then Tasha said, oh, so we're just trying to figure out what her relationship is to you, because those jail calls between you and her are pretty intimate. Now Tasha be looking up like this. Then Sonia said, not really. And then Nesto was like, I'm just listening. I'm just listening. And then Tasha said, no, that's Sonia. Oh, he's just gonna listen. Kiwi said, okay, you just gonna listen. Sonia said, unless you ask him something, he's just gonna listen. Then here go Nesto. Yeah, I'm a listen. I'm a listen. Cause see, I'ma have my time. I can talk, And then it got unintelligible because usually we gotta put on closed captioning to understand what he's talking about. My time to let them know the truth. And the truth is that's an innocent woman sitting beside you. Them phone calls tell their story. People don't know me, and the ones who do know me know my character. I'm an innocent motherfucking man. And you know that, Miss K. That's why you got her sitting there beside you. Am I correct? What time? Tasha said, well, here's the thing. So he responded, you a smart woman. Tasha said, well, here's the thing, Ernesto. I only know what the blogs are reporting and what sites are reporting. I've listened to some of these calls. And so I started to listening to the calls when you were speaking to your wife, Shirley Strawberry, about, your case and what was going on. And then there was some things shared about, her going to the Steve Harvey's house and Marjorie not being there. That's when everything really started to take off. And so the mistress came in and I didn't know what, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. So I was like, okay. Get it straight now. Get it straight now. Tasha said, that's what I'm here to ask you. Is there a mistress? He said, you not asking me. You telling me. No, I promise you, Ernesto. I promise you I'm asking. I'm just telling you what the reports are. I have no dog in this fight. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you're innocent or guilty. I haven't looked that deep. What I'm trying to figure out is I want the story. That's why she's here. That's why you're on the phone. Nestle said, okay, well, I want you to look deep now because it's going to be beneficial to you. I want you to look real deep. Real deep. Don't look at the surface now. Look real deep. And it's going to come out. That's what I can tell you while I'm on this recorded call. Tasha said, so how deep you want me to look? And where should I look? He said, I need you to look deep as you need to deep. Because you know the system and you know how the system is rigged. You know this. You know people would throw your ass up under the bus, and you know it's a lot of innocent black men are sitting in this motherfucking jail. We talking about 9 million people are locked up. I'm not going to say everybody innocent, but I am. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank Louise for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Louise said over here in this Cash App, in this personalized note, she said, folks better learn how to research. Thank you so much, Louise. I appreciate it. So Kibi said, okay, so the reports of you being charged with let me just read what the reports are here. She get her phone. She start looking up there. Williams said, I know hold up. I know what the reports are because I got them in my hand. And then Sonya said, he can't. And then he goes in, I look at this shit every fucking day. I've been here a year and a half, going on 2 years with no unreasonable bond. Come on now. That's a setup. You can't see that? Since you reading your reports? Come on now. You a smart black woman. Tasha said, so gun possession, theft, fraud, and child pornography charges. Where did the child pornography charges come from? He said, come on, man. You know I can't talk on this phone like that. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He can't talk about that. I can talk. He can't talk about that. He said, all you gotta do is read the warrant. Does the warrant make sense to you? Think about it. The warrants are, come on now. I don't play with no motherfucking kids. I don't even play with my own goddamn kids. Come on now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It gonna make to the light. You can't see I'm being set the fuck up. Just look at it. Tasha said, well, who's setting you up? He said, come on, don't. Roswell Police Department. That's what Sonia said. He said, Kiwi said, Roswell Police Department. Yeah, Roswell Police Department. Ernest said, you already know what it is. Read, just read. All you gotta do is read. If a motherfucker knows how to read, they can see if they can see it for themselves. Just don't. You read the warrants, you can tell, you can see by just the warrants alone. Tasha's like, okay. By reading them, but no one wants to read the warrants. But no one wants to read the warrants. Tasha said, do you have the warrants? Sonya said, I have all of them. But they're at the hotel. I told you I just forgot them. I got them. You said you researched it. Kiwi said, what? Well, I listen. You can't pull up the warrants? Tasha said, I can't pull up the warrants, Ernesto. Sonya said, I had to go get them. I got to get them, though. I got all of them. Tasha said, I can't do that, no. Nesto said, yes, you can. It's all these exclamation points. So he was yelling like a mug, right? You guys know the grammar and took your English classes with that exclamation point. Kiwi said, no, I can't. So he said, yes, you can. She said, no, I can't. He said, the bloggers got it. How the bloggers get it? Kiwi said, they don't have the warrants. They don't have the warrants. Nesto said, yes, they do. Sonia said, only one person got the warrants. Only one girl. He said, they got the warrants all over the internet. Come on now, man. Sonia said, only one of them. Well, she was reading it. Tasha said, she was reading them, but they're not posted. Sonia said, they're not posted. Right. She just read off of them. Oh, okay. And I'm not going to say her name. We're not going to give her no light. Who y'all think she was talking about? Y'all think she was talking about? She ain't going to say no name. She ain't going to get him that light. Little haters. You think she was talking about me? Because I read the complaint. I ain't read the warrant, but I did read all the complaints at first. I was one of the first ones to get them good documents before people figured out how to get them. Thank you, Alice. Love you back, Con. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it. What I miss over here? MCer said, Pam, I needed this on my Sunday. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Miss Brooklyn Rose sent a super sticker. I appreciate you, Brooklyn. Thank you for supporting the channel. April B, thank you for the super sticker. Megaboo, thank you so much for being a member, for becoming a member. So you will not be thanked and excused off of this here jury. You are a permanent social media juror, and I thank you. Gossip, rumor, and innuendo. Thank you for the super chat. She said, wait, not the full transcript in the court exhibit. This reenactment is killing me. Is it, y'all? Is it? Loving me now. Thank you for being a member for 5 months and like back pockets, Pam, with props and all. Thank you, a sister from New Jersey. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. Thank you, Delicious. That happy Sunday. Your hair is pretty. Thank you so much. Secret Sweet said it's civil. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. Simply Me says Sonya just wanted people to stop calling her a mister. She didn't care if she buried him. So yeah, she was over that. A lot of the conversations were that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. You said I'm a prominent woman and demand to be on the jury. Hey, Nestos Bond, thank you for being a member for 4 months. And you said, let the last begin. Can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up even if I try. Thank you, Lovejoy. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Let's go on. Mind my business said you sound like all of them. I don't know if that's a good thing. This is what I hear in my head. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so come on. Let's get it. So she said she wasn't going to say whoever name that had the warrants because she ain't about to get them no light on this platform because, you know, Tasha K got 1 million subs. So I guess she ain't want nobody to come click on. So Nesta said, okay. Tasha said, okay, well, okay, what? Okay, can you talk about the conspiracy briefly? He can't talk about without getting into, he can't talk about his case. Williams said, well, first of all, he's got to hold his defense. Hold on. Go ahead, Nesto. Basically, she said, girl, if you don't shut your mouth and let this man tell whatever he about, let him spill whatever wine he about to go ahead and spill. He told her, go ahead. He said, hold on. Go ahead, Nesto. So then Nesto comes in and say, okay. First of all, I can't really talk about none of these cases because they're going to use it against me anyway. That's what they've been doing for every bond hearing, coming out with these stories. I'm this, I'm that. That's not even none of my. When I do that, that's because it says unintelligible because the mush mouth probably was mushing, so the court reporter couldn't hear it. That ain't how I get down at all. So as a conspiracy, I ain't know I had a conspiracy because I don't do crimes with people at all. I don't even like people like that. I'm a loner. Most people know that about me. I'm a fuck with a ya or I ain't. I'm a fuck with ya or I ain't. I guess is what he was saying. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. That's just the bottom line. I just said, okay. When is your trial date? Do you know? He's not been indicted. What? You haven't even what is your trial date? He hasn't been indicted. Oh, it's gonna be a while. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Kiwi said, okay. It's in the complaint room yet. He's still in the complaint room. Then she got closer to the screen. Now let me ask you something. So how are things between you and your wife? AKA, because that's all I really care about anyway. He said, it was wonderful till I got locked up. Till I got locked up. You ain't hear no stress or nothing. Nothing. Because it wasn't no stress. That's what people trying to assume. They want that. That's not happening. Them folks ain't did nothing to me, and I ain't did nothing to them. So I'm not going to even really talk about her because she ain't talking about me. She ain't talking bad about me, and I'm not going to talk bad about her. No, I'm not asking you to talk bad about your wife because she really hasn't said anything about you. She was, you know why? You know why? Because I ain't no fucked up motherfucker like that. That's why. If you fucked over somebody, they gonna talk bad about you. And you know that type of person. She would dog your motherfucking ass out. You know that. Kiwi said. Now, she did talk about not knowing that you were locked up when you had got locked up. How come she... What? She knew the same day. Yeah, no. She said she didn't know, though. She did get on the radio. She knew. Here come Ernest. No, she didn't know. Because here's the thing. So basically, Sonya over here talking about she knew, then he come behind like, no, she didn't know. Because here's the thing. The police department wouldn't allow me to have but one fucking damn numbers. You read in there in the warrant again. The warrant said the detective allowed me to have two fucking numbers. That was my lawyer and my wife's telephone number. That's the only ones. When I got to the jail, guess what? She didn't know who the fuck was calling her. That is the honest to God's truth. That's as far as I can't talk on that because it's on a public statement. I'm sorry. And I can talk on that because it's on a public statement. If you're reading correctly, yeah, this is on the warrant. Okay, so the mistresses, this woman sitting across from me is not, you saying on the record, this is not your mistress. Williams said, no, she's not. Why would she be my mistress? What the fuck is a mistress? Break that shit down to me. You know you gotta break that all the way down to me. Kiwi said, a side bitch, Ernesto. What you say? A side bitch. A side bitch. Yeah. Let me give you, okay? A side bitch, a real side bitch. Let me tell you what a side bitch is. You listening? Okay, he ain't say you listening. I added that. A side bitch is just sitting here playing games. That woman ain't never played no motherfucking games. She trying to save my motherfucking life. That's why she's sitting over there with you. Come on now. Let's break this shit down. Kiwi said, well, she gonna break it down. That's why she's here. And I'm glad she, put you on the phone and allowed you to talk to me, So, okay, let me break it down. Let me get, because they say you the gossip queen. So you the gossip queen. I ain't no motherfucking faggot either. What? This interview was wild. I just don't even remember it being this day. Maybe because it been so long. I just don't remember it going like this. And I did watch the interview. You said it's the best part of the interview. Okay, he about to break it on down. He said, let me break it on down. Let me get it. Because they say you the gossip queen. So you the gossip queen. I ain't no motherfucking faggot either. Who said you? Who said you gay? Let's get this shit together. Then here go Durham with the mush mouth unintelligible. Hold on. Let's get this shit straight. Okay. I ain't no motherfucking faggot. Durham said, Corey Holcomb, let's get that straight. Okay. Let's get it straight. I don't give a damn if you put that shit on the goddamn worldwide. Okay. I'm not no motherfucking faggot. I ain't no gay ass nigga. I'm not no whatever that issue is. I don't have a fuck about the gay community. I don't give a fuck about the gay community. That's their community. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. That's how you say nothing. Nothing at all, okay? I don't fuck with no motherfucking kids. I'm not a child molester. I'm not no child. Whatever they trying to put this on something, I'm not into. I'm not none of that motherfucking shit. So here's the thing. I'm an innocent motherfucking man. And it's gonna come out. Do you believe in God, Miss Keisha K? Miss Keisha K? Well, of course I do. Okay, then what? You believe in a God-fearing motherfucking man. That's what you dealing with right now. And I put that shit on every fucking post that I ever had on Instagram. I don't understand. They done took all this shit, everything I said, twisted to make fun. I don't give a fuck about that. They gonna see God come true today. And you speak. I don't give a damn. If Steve don't like you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You here to deliver a motherfucking message, and I want to see you do your motherfucking job. Woo, he was doing a lot of cussing. He was doing a lot of cussing, intellect. Do you see that? Whoa. His vocabulary was very limited in this transcript. Who else done send me a personalized note over here on Cash App? Y'all enjoying the content? I thank you. Sherry said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing, y'all. Thank you so much, Sherry, for analytical one. Thank you for the Cash App. You are so generous. I appreciate that. You said, thank you for your reenactment. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday with your girl. I appreciate it. That is funny to me. Sexy RN, CCRN. Thank you for this generous Cash App. You said, this is better than a movie. See, we started talking about them. You think they're going to try to steal? Maybe I should copyright my stuff. Well, I own these videos. See how copyright works. As soon as you put it out in the atmosphere, you own it. But you need to register your copyright, your transcript, or your videos, or whatever it is. You register it because you have to register it. If somebody steals it from you, you need to be able to, you have to have a register and have a registration number to sue. So even though in theory, once you put it out, that's why they used to say the poor man's copyright, and they used to mail it to yourself if you old enough, is because anytime you put it out there, when you write it down on paper, it's yours. However, you cannot sue in federal court under the law unless it's actually registered. That's why people register. But I don't know nothing about copyright, so take all that back. Just, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Let's go on. Miss C60 Virgo says, did you just turn around in your chair? I did. I'm just imagining how this thing went. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a long time ago. When this interview was almost a year ago. It says, say Pam randomly through the video. They can't have my voices. I'm just saying. I know where it came from. He said, so Kibi said, okay. And now that's what I'm going to do now. That's what I've been called to do. Oh, you're damn right. Kibi said, okay. You're damn right. Can I ask you a question? Come on with it. If I can. Come on. I can't believe he did this interview. Thank you so much, Jaquai, for the Jaquai. I know I mess your name up. I get it right sometimes. You said for the dramatic reading. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, Tasha, like, can I ask you one more question? Put on your shade. Can I ask you one more question? Come on with it. If I can. She said, why in the cell phone calls are you and Sonia like she's telling you she got on lingerie and shit like that? Like, why friends don't do that? I'm just asking. Thank you, Demetria, for the cash app. She said, for love it, Pammy Pam. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, Ty say, can I ask you a question? Nesto said, anybody know how to? I told you, I'm not no gay ass motherfucker. So if a woman sitting here telling me she wearing keep my head in peace and keep my man off some bullshit, guess what? She did her motherfucking job. I ain't motherfucking mad at it. And guess what? You know how many women sitting in here calling these in jail, talking the same motherfucking talk? Come on now, you ain't slow. But why don't I've heard you not motherfucking slow? How you talk to your wife? You speak to your wife very reserved. Well, first of all, I don't. You know why? You know why? That ain't her. That ain't what she do. That's not what she do. And guess what? You gotta be smart enough to protect your goddamn interests. And at the time, that was the interest. Is her Google. If you listen to the phone calls, you hear what I say. Hey, if this too much for you, I respect it. I respect it. You don't force nobody to be in no situation they ain't used to and they can't handle, or they don't want to deal with it, period. You don't do that. You got to respect their well-being or what their purpose of life is. You understand? You understand, don't you, Miss Keisha K? Keisha K. Tasha ain't respect him one. She ain't respect him. She ain't correct him one time. It's like Keisha K. Tasha said, I do. So you saying you don't ask your wife to talk, to keep your mind off of things, because that's not in her character to do, is what you're saying. I'm not gonna sit here and force her character on something that she's not used to doing. No, I'm not. I don't even do like that. Tasha said, so you don't mind having those conversations with him, Sonia? Sonia. So you don't mind having those conversations with him? You've never heard me have those conversations. Well, first of all, Tasha said, well, who was on the record then? I asked you that. I asked that. I asked you that. I asked you that. I asked you that. I asked you that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ernesto. She said she must have been laughing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ernesto. What you laugh about? No, she's laughing because she was like, it's not phone sex. I'm like, girl, that was phone sex. No, it wasn't. I heard some of those calls. It wasn't phone sex. No, it wasn't. With that lady husband. With that lady husband. No, it wasn't phone sex. It wasn't phone sex. You gotta play the call, girl. That was last September. Play the call. That was when he first got locked up. Yeah, so I did personally pull that you and Shirley Strawberry never officially turned in your marriage license. So you're not really married to her, and that you're still married to your ex-wife. Hold up. Hold up. You lying. I promise you. You lying. No, I'm not lying. No. You lying. I'm not lying. You lying. You lied about that. Nesto, I'm not lying. You lied about that. Why do I have to go? I had no dog. I had no dog in the fight. Now they say you twist shit up now. They say you do. He's been talking to his Sallies. Now she got the jail lingo. He been talking to his Sallies. Twist shit up. Tasha said, why would I twist up a marriage license? I'm here to, if I'm lying on that, all you got to do is clear it up. Are you married to Shirley Strawberry? He said, no. Yeah. Yes, to my knowledge, yes, we are. And here's the thing. I'm not talking about her. So don't say I'm twisting shit up. And you saying to your knowledge. Nestle, hold up. I'm not talking about her any motherfucking more. I'm not trying to knock her character down. I'm not trying to do none of that. And I'm not gonna do it. So you saying she didn't turn her marriage license in? I'ma say it one more time. Don't try to trick my words up, because you're not smart enough to do that. So come on with it. I'm not smart enough to do that. He from the streets. Now with me, I just Nesto, listen. I'm a Florida bitch at heart. She said, you got me messed up. I know you go, but you ain't gangster though. But you ain't gangster. Oh no. I'm not gangster, but I was raised by him, and you probably know a few of them. I probably do. Exactly. So you know what you dealing with there. So when I want information, I go get it. And I'm trying to tell you there's no marriage license on record with you and Shirley. Why would I lie to you about that? First of all, well, guess what? What's up? That's in your thoughts of mine. My thought of mine don't even see that point. So I'm not even discussing it anymore. What do that even mean? I need an interpreter. I need an intellect interpreter in the chat. I need someone to interpret what this really means, where it says, that's in your thoughts of mine. My thought of mine don't even see that point, so I'm not even discussing it anymore. Uh-huh. Let's go on. You said Nesto from Cleveland Avenue. Is Nyla in the chat? Hey, Nyla. Hey, girl. Let me see. Thank you guys for all of the cash apps. I appreciate it. Linda said, what does Shirley's character have to do with your wives? I'm just reading the transcript. That's it. So they said, Sherry Nicole said that ain't relevant to him, so he ain't even wasting time talking about it. Thank you so much for your interpretation. We really appreciate it. You are hired over at, this really should have went over at the law offices of Hood and Ghetto. I did not know that this transcript was going to get like this. I did not know. Yeah. Pamela said Nesto talks in circles. He don't know what he means. I just need an interpreter because I want to make sure I don't misinterpret anything. She said it means I plead the fifth in intellectual speech. Okay. I'll take that. I appreciate it. Let's go on. So then Tasha said, I mean, it's a clear yes or no. Either you're married or you're not. He said, I did. I know I am until she went down there and did something different. I don't see that, so I'm not talking about it anymore. He said he married. He said he married. I done broke it down the best I can until I see you face to face. Can you handle that, gangster? Oh, he got a little he got a little hoodish on here, didn't he? Said, I done broke it down the best I can until I can see you face to face. Can you handle that, gangster? She said, shoot, I can handle it. I'm not a gangster. I'm the product of a gangster. There's a difference. He said, well, no, I like it though, so come with it. Okay, and for that reason, I only date IT nerds, men like that. You understand? Because all my uncles and my daddies, I got 4 daddies. You understand? I'm just really wrong with her. Oh, Jesus, I can't. Oh, this is too much on a Sunday. She said, all my uncles and my daddies, I got 4 daddies. He said, I know them daddies. I know them all. Trust me. Huh? Exactly. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm here because I'm giving you a platform to get your shit straight, because there's so many different stories out there about you. And guess what? Listen, guess what? What's up? What's up? Here's the story. I'm an innocent man. That's all I'm going to say right now. And then when it come all the way out, then I'm going to flow like I need to flow. Right now, I'm good. Okay, so that's that's your story. And that's the truth. I told you straight up what it is, and I'm not none of that. So you can put it however you want to put it. Hey, it is what it is. And you'll see me again. Okay, I know I will. Yeah, or tomorrow, a higher platform though. Okay. Not no low budget shit. Oh no, we don't do low budget shit here, bruh. You should know that. I know you ain't, because I know that's why you doing what you doing today, and I appreciate your time. Anytime. Okay, well, let me go and get and talk to your friend here and keep your mind off of things while you're in jail. She said, wait a minute. We got to read that again. Wait a minute. I read that too fast. Y'all pay attention. She said, anytime. Okay. Well, let me go on and talk to your friend here who keeps your mind off things while you're in jail. You're so slick. You're so slick. And but you know what? I like it. I like how you spin that. I like how you spin that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Right. I like that. I mean, that's what you said. I mean, listen, she keeps Tasha, like that's what you said. She keeps show. I mean, I just don't know. I've been married a long time, and I just don't know how I would feel as a wife if there's another woman that kept my husband's mind off of things. You know what I'm saying? So, wife to wife, he said, well, first of all, I'm going to say it like this here. I'm straight up. The woman that I married, she not no motherfucking fool. You best believe that shit right there. She's not a fool. She's not an idiot. Very intelligent. So don't get tricked now. Don't get tricked. I'm just letting you know that right now. Don't get tricked. Tasha said. And that's on that. All right, here we go. And I'm going to start the interview. I'm going to let you go ahead and close out your call with her. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the interview. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you too. And hopefully I'll see you soon, okay? Oh, you will. Okay. Thank y'all. All right. Call me around 7. You have a good day. All right. Bye-bye. That concludes the transcripts. I have another Cash App. Thank you guys so much. Let's see who this is. Carol, you said for Nesto reenactment. Nesto's Bond. Thank you so much, Ernesto's Bond on here. I appreciate all of the love. Thank you so much. That concludes the transcript that was attached to Exhibit B. Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions or comments? What do we have any questions? Do we have any I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Child, who's pregnant? I don't know. It ain't me. That's not okay. It said the unintelligible or something. That's what it said. It said that's what it said. That's what unintelligible is. They can't even make out what you're trying to say. That's what it's saying. Thank you, Miss T. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my parents for believing in me. I'd like to thank my husband for always standing by my side, for the support and the love of my children, and to the intellects. As I receive this here award right here for the best deposition transcript award, because this, even though it's just a regular transcript, I would just like to thank everyone for believing in me. It's your financial support that has allowed me to continue on my theatrical journey. You guys are so amazing. So. I would like to thank Ernest Williams for talking to everybody but his lawyer and his investigator. I would like to thank Sonia for thinking that working in a law firm makes you a lawyer. I would like to thank Shirley Strawberry for teaching us how to be unbothered. She is the epitome of unbotheredness. And I'd like to, last but not least, thank Tasha K for not giving not one damn about nobody. She is going to pull it out if it's there. She is going to pull it out of you. She did what none of us could do, and she made Sonia fly her tail over there and sit in that wine cellar. So I want everyone to raise a glass for Tasha Transrena Kibi. We appreciate you. I have to share this award with you because if he was not on your platform, I would never be able to give this to the intellects on this Sunday. I am so grateful. You keep doing what you do out here, okay? Do not stop. Do not stop. Keep going, sis. Keep going. Keep going. All right, y'all. That concludes. Not the glasses. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much. All right, everyone. We didn't cut up on a Sunday. That is actually the attached supplement that was produced on Friday, I think it was. As more content that was produced by Ernest, even though he's trying to shut us up. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's that. You guys have a wonderful, fantabulous day. I want to thank you guys again for all of the love. You guys really were showing love today, and I really appreciate you guys. Keep me going. 504 said that's not his trade of thought. The tall diva said, not Pam making ponytails too. I need you guys to be able to distinguish the characters when I'm playing or the people. I mean, I have to distinguish them. That's all. CT said, thank you for the super chat. She said, I'm just waiting to hear Job Tuck it one more time because the dramatic reading is giving black exploitation movie. Okay. I'm sorry. Sonia, court is ready. Wear your Michael Kors belt. What she say she had on? I remember she did talk about what she had on. Granny the Great. Thank you for the super sticker. Love Seen Heard said, I watched the interview, but this is better. I appreciate that. Shay B says she over there hollering. Oh, Mrs. C6 said, did you just turn around? I did. I had done that. Thank you. They said I deserve the award. I need you guys to nominate me for whatever award this would be because I worked very hard and I couldn't do it without you guys. And I have to share it with you. I have to share it with you. If anyone is celebrating a birthday this week, I want you guys to have a fabulous week and a fabulous birthday and all of that good stuff. And hopefully I'll be able to come on and celebrate it with you later on this week. But until then, I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. And I know all of you guys have already liked it because of all of your comments and all of your support, which I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, make sure. It's so many lessons in this. I don't even know which I wanted to give some pardon wisdom. And it was so many different things that I want to say. But the main thing I'm going to say is do not ask for gag orders when you yourself have the inability to gag your own self. That's what I would leave for you. Do not think that it is a good thing to come out in the media, argue your case, and then when it doesn't work the way you think it's supposed to work, you petition the court and say, psych, change my mind, don't want the media involved, because it just don't work that way. But nonetheless, it still is a freedom of speech issue, regardless of whether he came out or not. But this just makes it a little bit worse. But anyway, you guys, thanks again for spending your Sunday with me. I'll talk to you guys next time. Gotta go.